Wait, wait. What? I can live for free? Oh, I gotta know more about this. Roll that intro. Hello everyone, so nice to see your smiling faces. If you're new here, welcome. My name is AlexBeltran and I talk about tricks, tips, techniques, and everything real estate lifestyle. So, if you're in the real estate business, aspiring to join the real estate business, or you just want a little tips and guidances to everything that the real estate industry encompasses, go on ahead and smash that subscribe button. Let's jump into it. So in this video, I'm going to go on ahead and talk about house hacking, what it is, how to qualify a good house hack, and some cautionary things to look into when house hacking. If that sounds interesting to you, let's keep going. So what exactly is house hacking? House hacking is essentially leveraging the property that you bought in order to offset some of your living expenses. There's several different ways to go about this. Option 1, you buy a single family multiplex, usually between 1 and 4 units. Anything that is 5 units or above is no longer considered single family. You can live in 1 unit and, rent out the rest. Option 2, you buy a single family home, live in 1 bedroom, and rent out the rest of the house. Option 3, you buy a single family home with a guest house or enough room to build a guest house. You live in the guest house and rent out the main home. Option 4 is the exact opposite of option 3, where you live in the main home and rent out the guest house. Obviously, you can mix and match these options so the possibilities are endless. Also, how much of your living expenses you want to offset is completely subjective. There are 3 major options that people normally take. Option 1, live for free with income, which is where you buy a property, live in it, and your tenants pay off all the expenses plus some, leaving you with a little bit of profit. This is a little more for the entrepreneur that is looking to maximize on every investment that they make. Option 2, live for free, which is where your tenants pay off everything and you end up cutting even at the end of the month. This is for the person that is essentially looking to live for free and eliminate what is considered to be one of the biggest expenses, rent and mortgage. And option 3 is to cut cost. This is where you live on the property that you purchased. The tenant pays a portion of the expenses, but you still have to pay out of pocket, but not as much as paying the full price of living in the area. This is more for the person that wants to live in a specific area, but can't afford or simply doesn't want to pay the full price of living in that particular area. These options are completely subjective, so go with whichever one suits you the best. Everyone has different reasons to house hack. Regardless of what the reason is, you're going to want to know what the going rent rates are for your area. Remember, every market is different, so running a CMA on the rent rates and figuring out the price per square foot is vital. Once you have that, you will figure out where you stand in terms of how much profit you're going to make or how much money you're going to have to pay out of pocket. It's important to also take into consideration tax benefits. As always, go ahead and contact your tax professional, but there are cases where after taxes, you are going to be profiting greatly. Some of the more favorable considerations to take into account are if you're looking into multiplex single-family properties. You can use the anticipated rent income and apply that to your lending options, meaning that you're going to be able to take the anticipated rents that you will collect from the remaining units and be able to obtain a larger loan amount. Now, the cautionary side of house hacking. As always, I'm never trying to discourage anyone from attempting real estate. My opinion on real estate is do it. But understanding the risks and the challenges will allow you to make better decisions. Once you decide to start house hacking, well, now you're a landlord, which means that you will have to treat your living situation like a business, running background checks on your tenants to make sure that they are reliable, keeping in mind that even though they live in the same place, they still have to pay their bills. It sounds harsh, but they are your tenants, not your friends. This doesn't mean be a bad person to them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm referring to is business. The next thing to look at is the market. There will always be investors with more knowledge of the market looking at the same properties that you are, especially when it comes to multiplex units. Think of it like a Venn diagram. On one end, you have single-family homes that generally speaking only normal people look at. On the other hand, you have multi-units that investors are normally looking at. Well, single-family multiplexes are the middle ground where investors and normal people clash. This is why single-family multiplexes are statistically the most foreclosed on properties in the United States. Generally speaking, investors will quickly pass on single-family multiplexes. This is for a variety of reasons. Rent-controlled units, unfavorable ROI numbers, unfavorable lists of repairs. The list can go on. This is where normal people looking to house hack fall into unfavorable purchases of single-family multiplex units. Once again, this isn't to discourage. This is just a reminder to double-check your numbers and always do your due diligence. If you do this right, you can make a hefty profit by simply being willing and able to purchase a property through being able to live in a neighborhood that you didn't think you could afford. House hacking is a great option for anyone that is willing to take on the challenge. So question of the day, do you think that your market can sustain the financial offset that you're looking for? Go ahead and comment in the comment section down below. So that wraps up this video, folks. If you have any further questions, as always, please feel free to contact me. My contact information is in the description down below. If you found this video informative or entertaining, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys next week. Peace.